Good evening. It is Monday, January 13th. I'm at home. Got yet another video to share some of my vintage items and record finds for today. Playing on the great late Uncle Walter's Sears Craftsman Hi-Fi is the copy of Surfing Adventures, which I found yesterday for only $1. The jacket wasn't in super condition, and the record really wasn't so bad. I mean, hey, it sounds great. I mean, gee, $1? Wow. Gee, thanks. On the atomic cloth here for today's presentation, I just got these in the mail off eBay. Super stoked. Avocado green kitchen canisters, flour, sugar, coffee, tea. Dig that, script type super retro underlined kind of font. Just awesome. And I plan on actually using these on my counter to get some stuff out of my kitchen cabinets, free up some space in there and display these at the same time. So cool. So stoked on those. Great condition. I'm going to start with the least spectacular of things. Went down to the Portland area to visit a friend, and went into Portland and stopped by a record shop and looked through the bargain bins. Buck, the old Reader's Digest, record, Stardust Memories. I got it on cassette. Awesome stuff though. Great, easy listening. Stardust, Autumn Leaves, love those songs. Green Sleeves, Misty, When We're Alone, Night and Day, Moon River, love that song. Always in My Heart, Reverie, A Man and a Woman, All the Way, and Tenderly. Love Tenderly. It is so fantastic. Awesome, awesome. And then I went to this thrift shop in Vancouver, Washington, and I was after Franciscan starburst pattern china or dishes, and I had seen some in there before with the other thrift dishes and cups and tablewares like that, and I could not believe the stuff was there. I don't know why I didn't grab it last time. And I mean, that was a long time back that I saw it, and I thought I pass up things all the time, thinking I got too many coffee mugs as it is, and because I collect like Fire King coffee mugs and vintage kind of mugs. But I don't know why I didn't grab it. And sure enough, I mean, it was gone. I mean, I was surprised it was there. I'm surprised that people had it out with the regular stuff and not, behind the glass with the rest of the more vintage stuff. I sometimes go in there for LPs, and I found, I mainly collect 78s, and I found a few 78s mixed in with the LPs one time I was there. But I went for this thing which I had seen last time I was in there, and that is a thermos with a date of 1966 on it, Holiday by Thermos. And this is something I tried to pass up, and I just thought it would look so cool next to some of my vintage camp stuff. I camp probably, I live in probably about 80% vintage. The only thing I don't have is a vintage car and, vintage socks and underwear. Everything else, it's got to be vintage to me. I just, we love the vintage, right? But before I show you the camp stuff that goes with, I must finish what I'm going to say about the records, and that was, I go in there mainly for looking for 78s, and last time I was in there, I pulled some out that were mixed in with the LPs. But today, there was a stack of 78s that turned up, and here's some pretty great stuff. But anyway, before those, let me get that out of the way since I mentioned the thermos. This was, I forget the exact date on it, 81 or 82 Coleman 275. Not super vintage, but I do have a little bit of a collection. This stuff lives on the shelf above my bed in my room, which is The only bit of really man cave kind of stuff I have in there, I have a lot of mid-century funky decor and stuff. But this is a 57, I believe, white gas Coleman. And this stuff these are my collectibles, which I just display. Hope I don't get white gas on my nice atomic bark cloth, drop cloth here that I use as a background to do my videos. This was I think it's a 65, I believe. 65 Coleman white gas. And I plan on displaying the thermos alongside all of those white gas lanterns, and this 50s water jug here. Collectors call that the diamond label, I believe. But this is just some of the stuff I kind of display and collect. I camp in all vintage Coleman stuff, and that's packed away with my camping stuff ready to go for the summer. And I'm going to take a sip of my vodka cranberry here in my atomic glass. I needed that. It's been a long day of adventuring and thrifting. Some all black and gold, later 20s. No, I take that back. I got some Victor Scroll labels in here too. It's all 20s shellac that I picked up today. 140s, and that was a Duke Ellington Mood Indigo. But gosh, where do I start with these? These are some pretty great finds, and they're in pretty decent shape too. I Fall Down and Go Boom, Charles Fulcher and his orchestra. Some of these bands I do not know, some I do. Some of the songs I know, some I don't. Most of these songs I do not know. I don't think a lot of these are standards, some of them, but I'm sure this is some great stuff. Atlanta Gal. I'm Just Wild About Everything, and especially You, Colonial Club Orchestra. I do like them. This is Heaven, Colonial Club Orchestra, Brunswick. And any serious 78 collector knows that these labels sometimes indicate an electrically recorded recording, and other times an acoustic recording released under the more electric label. Stepping Along, love Jesse Stafford and his Palace Hotel Orchestra. Too Wonderful for Words, Jesse Stafford again. Benson Orchestra of Chicago, I'm Through Foxtrot. Open Your Arms, My Alabama, Zez Confrey and his orchestra. Very cool. Again, I don't know any of these songs. I don't know what, I recognize the jazz standards. Maybe some of these are, and I just don't have yet to discover them. But Heartaches and Dreams, Frank Black and his orchestra. Beside a Lazy Stream, same band again. Danger, Foxtrot, Isom or Isham Jones, I've heard it pronounced both ways. By the Light of the Stars, Bernie Kruger's orchestra. And Haunting Melody Waltz, Castlewood Marimba Band. Really starting to love marimba band. I used to kind of kick them aside and put them on the back burner. I didn't like marimba music at first, but now I just love it. And when I can find, and again, I'm not a fan of waltz for the 20s records, dance records. I go after the foxtrots. I just not waltz. I don't know. For listening, I don't like listening to waltz. I think it's better dancing music, kind of like tango. I don't know. Tango's really cool. I listen to it sometimes, but some music is just better for dancing. I don't know. I think. This is that Duke Ellington on Victor Swing Classic. Ring Them Bells and Mood Indigo. Cool. This, I could not believe it, was sitting on a stack of LPs. There's a ton of LPs. Rows and rows there. and I found a Pathé needle cut. Home, Miss Lee Morse and her Bluegrass Boys. There are some like countryish and hillbilly kind of records in there. There's one coming up that's very cool, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. And I mean, it was up there and it wasn't broken, and nobody had come by, and well, I guess along came me, the 78 guy, and grabbed it. I like pie, I like cake. Again, Miss Lee Morse and her Bluegrass Boys. Columbia, kind of like the Viva Tonal. I don't know if this label predates that, where it says electrical process Viva Tonal, or it's after. I don't know, I can't remember. Rec of the 1256 on the main line of the C&O, Al Craver tenor, and the Roving Gambler on the back. And I love dealer stickers and shop stickers. The Melody Shop, Guy S. Brown and Son Incorporated, musical merchandise, Bellingham, Washington. I love it when records turn up that have been local. I get stickers like that, from towns in Oregon, towns in Washington here. I also love Meyer and Frank stickers when they turn up. That was a department store in the Portland area in the Northwest. I Ain't That Kind of Baby, Paul Ash and his orchestra. And there it is. There's a Meyer and a Frank sticker. And people tried to take them off, and I love it when they turn up intact. Ain't That a Grand and Glorious Feeling? Again, Paul Ash. Wow, this looks very minty. I Still Love You, Nick Lucas. Love Nick Lucas. Sunshine. Again, Nick Lucas. A little bit of light surface scuffs, but no grain. A little bit of rubbing, but man, I'm sure it's going to sound great. She's a Great, Great Girl, Hal Kemp and his orchestra, and Collegiana. Flag That Train, Bailey's Lucky 7. Gosh, I didn't even know that was a Bailey's Lucky 7. Or did I? No, I didn't. I think I just looked at the label and I'm like, oh, sweet. Don't Bring Lulu, Nathan Glantz and his orchestra. Aha. And I believe I love this Brunswick label with the, Lord God, it looks like SS Nazi lightning bolts. Get Away, Old Man, Get Away, Vernon Dalhart. So this is like country hillbilly on this label, I believe. Pretty Little Dear. And that was it for my 78 finds. And aha. While visiting my friend, she took me to this shop I wanted to go to, Gurin Brothers Hat Shop in Northwest Portland, and I was after this hat, a cap, and I had seen it there, and again, like everything, I try to pass it up and save money. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is a really cool hat, and I must tell you now, so you don't get excited, they do not make it anymore. And I went through hell and high water to find it. And I had seen it at another shop in downtown Olympia that carried their hats. And I called them on my way home, and they had my size. They still had a few left because I had seen them there. And anyway, it is a beautiful cap with what I believe is a Victor III Victrola patch on it. And the construction on it is just so nice. Like pinstripe material. Look at between the panels, of the cap, the quarters, although, I don't know, they call them quarters on caps, don't they? But they're not actually quarters, like, 25% of a circle, right? With these strips that cover each panel, and there's so many tricks to it, like this layer, and underneath it says established 1895, with this awesome looking, kind of Masonic looking eye. And then the inside of the hat is awesome too. Some people like Gurin Brothers hats, others don't. Gurin Brothers. This satiny kind of material. Gurin Brothers, established 1895, San Francisco. A little bit of a pricey hat, and that's why I tried to pass it up the first time. But I do look forward to wearing it to the Victrola shows and record type shows and conventions. And the 78 RPM label bracelet my friend in New Jersey made me was a huge hit at the shows, and that attracted a lot of attention. And I said, sorry, it's an original. And what else? I got some T-shirts, with Victrolas on them that are not, really officially connected to the Victrola hobby. But I'm going to try to start sporting some articles of clothing like this that turn up with phonographs on them. And that is about it. And the record is over and popping in the run-out groove, which is my cue to get up and turn it off. And conveniently, I believe I am done with all of my finds for today. And I'm so happy I got this cap, because the Gurin Brothers hat shop sales associate told me they no longer make it and they didn't have any. And she even called around to every store, or they do something like a search, and they contact every store in the country. And San Diego had like a small, and that would not work for me. I need an extra large, I guess, because I'm just a fathead or something. And but that did not include shops that carry their hats. And I remembered seeing it in downtown Olympia at this one shop, novelty and gift shop kind of place. And they still had a few left there. And yeah, those were my finds for today, and I look forward to using my avocado green kitchen canisters. And now I'm rambling. Maybe the vodka cranberry's kicking in, and I'd say that's my cue to sit back and listen to some of my record scores from today and yesterday. Take care until next time, and thanks for watching. It's been fun. Hope you enjoy my videos and my rambling. I'll keep it real here. Alright, and it's time for me to pick up the atomic cloth here and set everything away. Thanks for watching. Till next time, bye.